So by the end of this module, we will get access to a range of online platforms that could help you design and/or adapt your activities to incorporate technology into your teaching. Then we'll be able to select websites that are suitable to use in your context. I'm going to start by first evaluating and selecting websites. How we can evaluate and select websites. So now we are going to watch a video. When you watch the video, you are going to find some statements in the video. I need you to be aware of these statements so you know very well the order of how we select and evaluate websites. Afterwards, I'm going to show you other statements that I want you to put in order according to the video. Okay, so when we watch the video, we are going to find statements. Okay, we need to be careful of the order of the statements. The purpose of the statements will be about how to select and evaluate websites. So according to what? After we watch the video, we are going to have another set of statements, which I want you to put in order. According to what? According to the video that we will just watch. Okay, so let's watch together. Okay, so now let's see the statements. So these are the statements. I need you to take a minute, pause the video, and put these statements in the right order according to me as a teacher, which step I should do first when I select a website to use with my students. Okay, so let's see together. The first step should be what? What do you think? The aims. This is the first thing as a teacher before you do anything, because when the aims are clear in front of you, by the end of the lesson, you should think about how far you have achieved your aims. And if you have achieved your aims, this means that your lesson was successful or your teaching was successful, right? So I need to think about my aims and what kind of material I need. Okay, second step. Okay, so, okay, I just want to put them in the right order first. So this is the right order. So after I think about my aims, I need to search for a suitable website that would help me attain my aims. Check the site and check if it's easy to use, because I don't want something complicated for my students. I don't want to explain how to use the site for 30 minutes to do an activity for 5 minutes. That does not make sense. I want to make sure that it's easy to use. Accuracy is important, does not include any mistakes. If it is not accurate, choose a different website. Check the site content and it's right for your learner's level. Again, the site could be nice activities, but the content is too difficult for the level of my learners. Okay, then prepare your lesson using the resources that you've selected. Okay, let's do together an activity on Kahoot. This is the first platform that we are going to deal with today. So this is an activity. I want you to log into that link. And when you go to that link over here, this is an activity where I'm going to show you some criteria that you need to look for as a teacher while you are selecting the right website or platform. And then I want you to put that criteria under the right category. Does it belong to ease of use, it's easy to use, or accuracy and acceptance, or audience and relevance? Of course, when I talk about audience and relevance, I'm talking about my learners and the level of my learners. Okay, now let's do this activity together. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. When you go to that link, you are going to find that page. I want you first to click on play as guest. Do not click on show answers yet. Okay, when you click on play as guest, you are going to find this page. When you go to that page, just click on classic. Again, the name of the game is evaluating websites. Then, as you can see, we'll be taken into this page. And as you can see on the screen, it says waiting for players. This means that we haven't been logged into the game yet. So in order to log into the game, actually, we need to use this game pen that you can see on the top of the screen. And as you can see over here, we have another link. It's called Kahoot.it. So Kahoot as a platform, we need to understand that it has two different links. You as a creator and you as a player. Okay, so far we are using the creator. But in order to play the game, you need to use the link for the player, which is Kahoot.it. Okay, how we are going to do that? You're going to go to the search browser and you're going to write down Kahoot.it. When you write down Kahoot.it, as you can see over here on my search browser, this is the page that I got. So over here, you need to write the pen that you have just had. So you will write it down over here. Then I write down my name. When I click on enter, that will take me to this page. So I write down a nickname that will appear on the screen for me as the player. Then after I write down my name here, I will click on go. When I click on go, you will find this page that you are in. So now you are a player and you will see the nickname on the screen of the creator, not the player. So it would be like that. So for me, I chose LA. Okay, and now over here on the left side, I can see that there is one player. That's me. Okay, you don't need to play at the same time now. And over here, you'll find that the lock has got open, and now you can click on start, and now you can play the game. Remember, in order to find this page, I need to go back to the link of the creator. So I need to have I can have the two pages on the search on my computer, okay, and do both or navigate through both at the same time. Or you can have the player, for example, on your mobile and this website of the creator on your laptop to have two devices, okay? So, and now you can start the game. When you start the game, this is what appears on the page of the creator, play.kahoot.it. So you can find the question. Okay, but you cannot press on anything, and you will find over here the timer. Okay, but you cannot press on the answers yet. For example, does the information appear to be accurate? That question, does this question belong to accuracy or ease of use? Okay, or audience and relevance. So is it ease of use, audience and relevance, or accuracy and acceptance? Okay, which one does this question, like when I'm thinking as a teacher and I'm asking this question to myself, does the information appear to be accurate on that website? Okay, under which category this question would lie? Okay, so how can I press the right answer then? So how can I click on the answers? You have to go back to the previous link. If you remember, kahoot.it, this is the link for the player. And over here, you can at this time click on the right shape that represents the right answer. Okay, so if you remember, accuracy was the diamond shape, ease of use, that was the triangle, and the audience was the circle. So according to the right category that you want to choose, you're going to choose the right shape and press on the right shape. Okay, and when you do that, when you go back to the creator's page, you're going to find your answer was recorded, okay, and you got your point. Okay, now let's talk about how to create our own Kahoot as creators. Now we will do this game as players, okay, as learners. Let's do that as teachers now. In order to create your own Kahoot, remember, we are not going to use kahoot.it. We need to use kahoot.com. So that's the platform for the creator, for the teacher. And when you log onto that website, we are going to find this page. This page, again, for you as a teacher. So you need to sign up if this is your first time to use the website, and signing up means that you're going to write down your name, a password, an email that you have, so that, again, all the notifications will be transferred to your email. If this is your second time, of course, you're going to log in using your username and password that you chose before. When I log in, this is what I find over here. I find my name, I find the school that I work for, And now, and these over here, my Kahoots, these are the previous activities that I have done before. What if I want to create a new one? So I need to click on create. And when you click on create, you're going to find this page where you need to select, first of all, the type of quiz. Okay, and number two, when you select the type of quiz, okay, over here, you write down your question, you write down your choices, and you can put a picture here. You can choose your time limit according to the level of your learners and the level of difficulty, the level of the question difficulty. So if the question is too difficult, I can just increase the time limit, and then I can add more questions here. Okay. Then I can share this Kahoot with my learners using different platforms. I can share using Facebook. I can share using Google Classroom. Okay, so over here, that you will find the link here if I want to share my Kahoot activity with my learners, with my colleagues. Okay, so I copy the link and then I put the link on any of these platforms, or I can over here put the email addresses of my colleagues or my learners, so that the activity would be sent to them right away. Okay, now I want you to create an activity using the Kahoot platform, okay, and then share with your colleagues. Okay, and also if you want to play an extra game, we have another one. This one is public because sometimes we have our activities could be private or public for any teacher. And this public game is about climate change. So if you can just again register on that link, you would be taken onto this game about climate change. It will give you more ideas of what kind of quizzes you can use with your learners, ideas you can use with your learners. Now let's go to another website. This one is called Jamboard. So how to create a Jamboard and what Jamboard is. So let's discover together. Okay, if you have a Google account, so you just go to your account. Okay, so this one is important to have a Google account on the first place. Okay, and I think all of us have, because of Google Classroom, because we are using Google Classroom together, right? So when you go to your Google account, you are going to find this 12 dot shape, okay, or the dot square shape. So I need you to click on that shape, and over here are going to be taken onto the different features that Google has. One of them is Jamboard, and you're going to find Google Classroom also one of the functions that Google has. So when you click on Jamboard, and when you click on Jamboard, you're going to find that page where you will find some samples. Like this could be like a sample that has been done before. But in order to create a new Jamboard, you're going to find a plus sign on the right side. This is what you need to click on in order to create your own Jamboard. When you click on that plus sign, you're going to find this white sheet. And on the left side, you're going to find all the tools that you can use for your Jamboard. And on the top, of course, set backgrounds, adding pages. And if you want to share your Jamboard with your students, you can just click on share, and you're going to find the link. Same thing, pretty close to Kahoot, and then you're going to click on done. Okay, so here actually I created one Jamboard for you. So I need you to click on that link. This is the activity that I'm sharing with you using Jamboard. Click on the link, and over here on a post note, I want you to think about an activity that you can use with your students using Jamboard, and then write it down on a sticky note and paste it here on that link. Okay, so I need you to discover what you can do with Jamboard, and then think about an activity that you can use with your students, and then write it down on a sticky note and then put it on the board. Okay, now we are going to move to another platform. This one is called Nearpod, and Nearpod is one of my favorite websites or platforms to use with learners. As usual, this is the link of Nearpod, and you need to sign up as usual to have your own account. Same thing, password, email, username. And you're going to log in as teachers. So over here, I wrote down my email, my password, okay? And remember that we have a certain code for students. If you want your students to join any of your activity, you will be having a code which your students need to write here. But for now, we are not going to use any codes. We just want to log in as teachers. When you log in and you have your own account, you're going to find that page. Over here, you're going to find the activities that you have done before. Over here, create, if you need to create a new activity with your students. And remember, this is the code if you want to join a lesson. So, which means that if your students are going to use Nearpod, they're going to do the same steps. So they're going to follow the same steps, but they would need to write down a code which you would give them beforehand. Okay, but you as a teacher, you would use the create button. Okay, now I created my own activity. How I can share it with my learners? When you create an activity and you just like stand by the arrow on the activity, you're going to find that kind of table or that kind of like links. If you want to share that activity live, like both of you, like we say synchronously, like you and your learners at the same time sitting at the computer together, so you can share the activity live with them. But like in our case, everything is asynchronous, so I can use this link, which is student paced. So at their own pace, they can do the activity. Okay. So I need you to do that, and I need you to discover Nearpod and discover what kind of features you can use using Nearpod. So what features does this platform have that you can use with your students? Create an activity and send the code to your colleagues. And I think we used Nearpod before during the previous tags. So you know, or you have got some ideas of what kinds of activities you can use with Nearpod. I want you to discover it yourself and see if you can know more about it. Padlet. Padlet will be our fourth platform, and Padlet also is a very nice platform to use with your students. So you're going to Padlet, same thing, you're going to create an account. And when you create an account, as you see over here, I logged onto my account, and over here you're going to find all the Padlets that I have created before. Okay, I can join a Padlet here. This means that your students need to create an account on Padlet. And when you share a Padlet with them, they're not going to click on make a Padlet. They are going to click on join a Padlet. Now, okay, when I click on make a Padlet, you're going to find different designs for the Padlet that you want. So do you want your Padlet to be on a wall shape, okay, or a stream, like you know, like when students they can just scroll down in order to navigate through the Padlet, or you want it kind of like on a grid shape, like just to put all the ideas next to each other, map, timeline, just like as if there is a timeline and they are going to post their ideas on that timeline. So you're going to select on the design that you want your Padlet to be after. Okay, so now it's time for us to try Padlet ourselves. So I know very well, like from the beginning of our tags, and we have already, I have shared a lot of Padlets with you, but this time this is about how far you have discovered Padlet. So I have shared this link with you so that you can click on the plus sign here, and I want you to think of how you can use Padlet with your learners. Okay, what kinds of activities you can use with your learners while using Padlet. Okay, think about that and then share your ideas on my Padlet. And then I want you to create your own Padlet and invite your colleagues to it. And remember that the Padlet that you are going to create, make it kind of something that would be targeted for your learners. Okay, our next platform again is called Mentimeter. Let's discover Mentimeter together. Again, if you want to first create an account, I want you to click on that link. That link you're going to find it in your book. So if you open our book and we open the Mentimeter page, just click on the link that's in the book and you will be taken onto the page of Mentimeter. When you go into your account or when you create an account, you will find a page where it gathers all the presentations that you've done before, and you're going to find this button which is saying new presentation. So if you want to create a new one, you can just click on this one. Okay, if you want to go back to any of your previous activities, you can click on these ones. Of course, you can upgrade the features that Mentimeter offers. Okay, but of course you need to have you need to subscribe. But all these features are for free, and still you can create something good with your learners for free. So, for example, this is an activity that I have created, like tell us an interesting experience you have done in your life. And I just want my learners to express themselves using or to, for example, develop the writing skills using that website. So over here, I'm going to create that kind of quiz. I want them to write down their answers. So after I create that question, over here, I can press on present. I can press on share to share that with my students. You can add more slides. You can change the type of question. Okay, you can preview how it will look like on the student's screen. And then click on present and share your activity. In order to share the activity, we are going to click on the sharing button. Then we'll be taken to that page where we can again copy the link here. Unfortunately, the number of days that on which you can share the link with your students are quite limited, between 2 days and 7 days. And in order to expand that, again, you have to have the upgraded features. So you can just keep on expanding the days if you want it longer than 7 days. And over here, you can copy the link, okay, and share it with your students. Okay. Same thing, I want you, again, we used Mentimeter previously, so you know, again, how we can use, like what kinds of activities we can do. But I want you to create your own presentation and again, share with your colleagues. WordWall will be our 6th platform to explore together. Again, this link, you're going to find it in your book. under the word wall title. Just click on the link and it will take you to that platform. Over here, you are going to find different activities. I have tried before a couple of activities with you using word wall. So I need you to click on one of the activities and try to discover which one would be suitable for your learners, teaching which lesson. So think about your context in that regard. Okay, PhET is our 7th and last platform to explore together. This website would be very suitable, especially for math and science teachers, and would make your lesson very interactive when you teach a range of topics. Over here, you're going to find the link here. Same thing, go to your book under the PhET title and then click onto that link, and it will take you to that page. When you go to that page, click on simulations. You will find the subjects that you can use with PhET, okay, with ready-made activities. Of course, if you cannot find a suitable activity under these subject titles, you can create your own. But as you can see, it's mostly targeting teachers of different subjects, so not English teachers in particular. So physics, chemistry, math, earth and science, biology, prototype, whatever. So you just click on your subject here, and over here you are going to find different, like here, I can choose for example, the topic or the lesson that I want my students to do. Okay, that could be math, for example, science. I can choose the grade level, like I want elementary level, middle school, high school, and then I can find over here ready-made activities that you would find very interactive for your learners. This is one thing that Nearpod and PhET are actually connected. So this is why I put over here Nearpod. If I click on Nearpod on lesson, I'm going to find this page. If I click on this part lesson, you're going to find untitled lesson and add an activity. If I click on add an activity, you're going to find one of the features is PhET. So PhET is one of the features that are included in Nearpod, or in the functions, one of the functions of Nearpod. So you can click on PhET, and then you can have the same page of the activities that I have just shown you. So it can take you away to the same page by using Nearpod. So like here, this is PhET, but through the Nearpod platform. Same thing, you're going to click on the right level, science elementary, math elementary, for example, and then you click on the activity that you want your students to do. And same thing, of course, you're going to share the same way that we do with Nearpod with your learners. Okay, this is the reflection and action plan tag. So this is where I want you to reflect on all the platforms that we have learned. I want you to think about which of them could be the most helpful for you and for your context, for your learners level. How would you integrate these into your teaching? If you want especially to use or to integrate technology into your teaching, what kinds of topics that you could discuss with your learners while using these online platforms. So try to reflect, share together, and we're going to share, and especially with your teachers, remember, this is going to be the tag number 8. Reflection action plan is going to be tag number 8. This is where I want you to encourage your teachers to reflect, to try and discover these different platforms, and then to have an action plan, because after reflection, we need to do something. We need to change our teaching behavior. So I have over here a sample from your book where you can try to teach it using any of these platforms that we have discussed before. So I want you to ask your teachers and you yourselves do the same thing. Try to think which platform can you use to teach that specific lesson from Connect. It's Connect with geography. So try to think about it. Okay, and thank you so much, and see you in our next tag. Thank you.